All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Our goal today is to walk through our local competition for FY23's HUD NOFO competition for COC program. So the hope in the next few minutes is just to walk through how you can apply for this funding, what the competition will look like locally, and then also just give you some resources that might answer some of your questions. And to let you know that myself and Jamie here in the Heartland Housed office are happy to support you through the competition as well. So starting out, if you see on the screen, the Heartland Housed website is going to be where we're going to post all the updates, all the links, all the information regarding this funding competition. If you go to the website, there is a grant information tab right there. And then you will find here all of the information later today regarding this funding competition. So I'll be there on the website. The one thing that is there currently is the local timeline. So we'll start by just walking through that briefly to give you an idea of when things will happen, how much time you have to work on different parts of the application, and what the local competition will sort of look like. So today we're going to walk through the application. We're also going to take a look at the scoring tool, just so you know how new projects and renewal projects will be scored. From moving on from today, the next deadline is going to be Tuesday, August 1st. And what we're asking is that any organization that's interested in applying for a new project, that you submit a letter of interest in applying for that project. In particular, HUD is going to make funding available for us for what's called a HCoC bonus project. The HCoC bonus project, if our local competition or broader competition scores well enough, we have a chance at bringing new funding from HUD into our community. Last year, we did win HCoC bonus funding. And so the amount of funding coming from HUD to our continuum of care increased. And we're hoping that'll be the case again this year. Additionally, HUD makes an amount available for us each year to apply for new programs to serve people who are fleeing domestic violence or impacted by domestic violence. And last year, we did not have a project application for that, and we're really hoping to this year. One of the complicating factors is that HUD has not yet released how much is available for us to apply for the DV bonus or the HCoC bonus. So we're still waiting on that information. But looking at I want to pull up briefly the letter of interest, what that looks like, just so you know, it's really nothing intense. What we're asking for before August 1st is for you to simply put your organization name, who to contact, what type of project you're interested in applying for. All of these project types are eligible for HCoC bonus. So any of them could be applied for HCoC bonus funding, but only rapid rehousing, joint transitional housing and rapid rehousing, and then supportive service only for coordinated entry are available for the domestic violence bonus projects. So we're asking that you let us know what you want to apply for and approximately how much you might apply for by August 1st. The big reason for doing that is that we don't want to get into a situation this year where the application is due and we don't have, or close to due, and we don't have an application going in for those either of those project types. So the goal is that after August 1st, to make sure that we can work together as a continuum of care to go after that funding. After that, the next item on the timeline is August 21st. So between today and August 21st, there's over a month to complete the applications for both new projects and renewal projects. That gives us around, that gives us a little over a month to rank those projects, get the continuum of care board approval, go through an appeal process if that's necessary, and then to have applications or to have organizations fill out the applications in eSnaps and submit those for review. And then the total project, the total application from our HCoC is due on September 28th. We plan to post it on our website on September 26th for people to review. So all of that is there in our timeline. But just to give you an idea of how much time is available. So between now and when the project applications are due, a little over a month. And then from when the project applications are due until when the full application is due is just over a month as well. So that's a look at the timeline. Again, that is there posted on our website, and you can find all that information there. For the next few minutes, I just want to walk through what the applications look like and what the scoring tools look like. So later today, we'll be posting this on our website, which means the applications are live. People can begin applying. We include as much information as possible there at the beginning of the application. There's nothing incredibly new about that. The timelines are there. There's a note here about, in particular for new projects, how much funding was available last year. Last year, we could apply for $29,811 for HCoC bonus and $59,622 for the DV bonus projects. As soon as HUD releases the information for this year, we'll update that as here, and we'll send it out as well. One note that we didn't have last year, but want to make sure we communicate clearly, is that new construction and costs related to it are not eligible for our local competition. Our priorities flowing out of the strategic plan at this point through this limited amount of funding is to really focus on services and rental subsidy. So that's the reason for that. The application has some links to HUD's Continuum of Care competition webpage. There's a lot of information there. All the information is going to be updated there regarding the competition from HUD's standpoint. One of the things that is I think helpful is they have, in regards to eSnaps and all of those types of things, they have guides that will lead you through all of that there. They also have the full notice of funding opportunities. So there's information there that you'll need to know if you meet certain threshold factors for new projects. And then there's just really a lot of great information there. So there's links to that here at the beginning of the application. Here, we really ask for just basic information about organizations. We ask about some of the things that are required in order to actually apply for a grant. If you don't currently have nonprofit status, it's probably not realistic you'll be able to get it within the time frame of this grant. We have information here if you're applying for HCoC bonus, again, the project types that are available, and then domestic violence projects funding request. So how much are you requesting? And then when you look at this one in particular, actually, it's not going to let me go through, is it? Unless I fill everything out. I tell you what, I didn't think about that part of it. What I'll do is simply, one of the things we'll do is we'll print out a preview of this so people can look at the application before they go in to fill it out. But one of the things that you need to know is that what we have to do is rate and rank every project that comes in. So if several new projects come in, we as a continuum of care have to determine which project is most needed, most matches where our community needs to grow programming. And so we score projects based on that on a number of factors. Everything that's in this application lines up with our scoring tool. So our scoring tool is going to be linked on the website as well, so you can look at all of that. There are some threshold factors that are absolutely a requirement to be eligible for this fund. With new projects, a lot of it is committing to do certain things. The project has to commit to running a low barrier housing first program. It has to commit to participating in coordinated entry, meaning that 100% of the beds get referrals from the coordinated entry system. A new thing that we've added this year, actually, not all of it made it through here, so I'll have to adjust that a little bit. But well, actually, it's here. When you look at the application, it asks that your organization commit to being a coordinated entry access point, and it also requires you to work to train 2 people on staff who will assess people for coordinated that are able to do coordinated entry assessments with folks. So in addition to that, there in the NOFO document itself that's linked in the application, there are threshold requirements that you have to read through there and make sure that your organization meets. I'm not going to go through all of this, but the point of sort of showing you this is so that you have an understanding of what we're looking for. As you go through the application, again, each one of those points corresponds with, or each one of those questions corresponds with points. So the rating and ranking committee goes through and grades on each of these. And so you have the opportunity to review all the scoring metrics and how we come up with the final score for projects here. And really, the renewal project is very similar. With renewal projects, where we begin to look a lot more at data. So the applications are, are much shorter. Again, we'll create a preview that you can look through, but a lot of the data points we're looking at are going to come through an organization's APR and just sort of local data. So the scoring tool for that will be posted on the website as well. And you'll be able to see the same thing. We want to know that there's been no policy changes that would cause a project to go from being compliant with HUD regs. So that's a question. Again, we have all the same threshold requirements. One of the things that you'll notice on the application that we don't have in the scoring tool is that we are asking for organizations that are funded. As we work to expand lived experience advisory efforts in our community over the next several months and the rest of the year, we're going to be asking organizations to nominate individuals to participate in the lived experience advisory board. And so we're adding that as a threshold requirement as well, that when we put those requests out for nominations, that organizations respond in some way, even if it's to say, hey, at this point, we don't have anybody to nominate. There again, just simply want to show you that everything that's in the application also corresponds with something on the scoring tool, and it also gives you an idea of what different items are worth, right? And so in order for us to get full points on the larger HCoC application, we have to have a certain number of questions around system performance measures. And we have to have a certain percentage of questions that are objective, so that so you'll see a lot of, check these boxes if this is true. Also, we often ask for a corresponding narrative on those types of things. And that's true on both the new project application and the renewal project application. But all of this will be on the website for you to review. So feel free to look at that before you submit your application. The last thing that I wanted to mention today is that if you have questions about what's eligible, this is probably especially helpful for new projects. The Continuum of Care program page on HUD Exchange, this will be linked to on our competition page as well. There's a lot of great information here. In particular, there are these HCoC virtual binders, which you can find here on the website, which really goes into a lot of in-depth information about different project types and the costs and the costs that are eligible for those different project types. So want to make sure that you know about those resources that are available, and then and to know that all of those will be linked on our competition page, so you can find all that there. But additionally, if you have any questions, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And to the degree that it's appropriate, we will be really happy to guide you through the local competition process and answer any questions about the application as we move forward. So with that, that really concludes our webinar today, just to sort of give you an introduction to the competition and where you can find the different resources. And if you have any questions moving forward, please don't hesitate to let us know. So thanks and have a great day.